Hey, welcome back to the Single Parent Nation podcast. I am your host, Priscilla Morgan, and this is part two of answering my own questions. Now, if you did not listen to part one, basically, this series of answering my own questions is whenever I have guests on my show that are single parents, I typically ask them general questions about single parenting, their highs, their lows, their challenges, how they overcome them. And so I'm answering those questions. So today I am my own guest. And the series for today of answering my own questions are the challenges and rebuilding resilience. Now, let's be honest, being a single parent it's a different kind of hard. Being a single parent is not just being for the faint of heart. Some days you wake up and the first thought isn't motivation. It's literally survival. But lately what I'm telling myself, I know especially like Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have to when I leave work, I have to pick my kids up from school, take them to activities. It's a long day. Tuesdays and Thursdays is a long days. Those are long days for me. But instead of saying, oh my God, it's Tuesday, it's Thursday, I say, hey, it's Tuesday. It's another day that was gifted to me. It's Tuesday and Thursday. I am going to have a productive day. I get to do these days, I get to do these things with my kids. So I shift my thoughts. Okay. So whenever I think something is challenging, whenever I think something is hard, I shift my thought, I shift my perspective to something positive. And sometimes I'm like, at least listen, thank God I'm able to put my daughter in gymnastics. Thank God, whatever it is. So my biggest challenge has always been carrying it all, to be honest. And it's not just a physical carrying it all, it's also emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and even financially. And this is it's there's this invisible weight that comes with being the one who your kids look up to. So it's basically in my situation, I'm like the default parent. Like I am the only one that's around. I'm the only one that they see. I'm pretty much the only one they know that, hey, mommy, I feel this, or mommy, I need this, or mommy, it's time to go to school. Mommy. It's all me. I'm the default parent, right? Whenever they need something, whether it's financially, mentally, emotionally, it's me, right? So that has been a big challenge, right? You can't fall apart in this process, even when you want to. You can't, because the truth is nobody's coming to save you. No, the burnout for me has been real, because the constant rip and running, and I'm the type of person I felt like my early years in marriage and motherhood, I did sacrifice a lot where I did put off what I wanted to do to serve the marriage, to serve the children, right? And there was no balance in that. There was absolutely no balance. So the burnout comes when, hey, you're raising two children on your own. You're trying to build, not trying, but you're building a legacy, you're building a foundation, you're building an empire, and you're also working in corporate America. So you're trying to do it all. And some days, if you're trying to do this thing called balance, it's not going to work because some days you have to fully focus on the kids. Some days the job gets in the way. Some days your goals have to take over because, hey, I made a sacrifice on Tuesdays and Thursdays where I say, okay, there's absolutely no way I can work on my dreams and goals on Tuesdays and Thursdays because it's just a long day, right? No, weekends, hey, I made my sacrifice during the week. I need to focus on my dreams and goals. So there are those seasons when I was running on fumes. Again, working full time in corporate, doing this podcast, doing my coaching business, and about to start my charity foundation. Yeah, it's a lot, and then you have your kids have their own agenda. So the burnout is real, but we still show up for our kids and we try to heal from our own trauma and still pretending, okay, I'm fine. How are you? Good. We put this mask on like everything is great, like we're good, and sometimes, a lot of the times, you're not good, but hey, you just keep moving forward, and that is resilience. When you keep going, you pick yourself up, you keep going, you fall, you get up, you keep going. That is resilience. But the burnout basically brought me to a point where I had to set boundaries. Not just boundaries, but healthy boundaries where I have my own solitude, where I have my own me time. I get to go and work out, healthy boundaries. I'm able to work on my goals and my dreams, but I had to also learn to rest and understand that resting is not laziness, it's a strategy. This whole team no sleep, I don't believe in it because the body, a part of healing the body, when the body is healing itself, especially your digestive system and your organs, it's when you're sleeping that stuff takes the process of healing the body is in the resting. So if you feel like, okay, I only got 5 hours of sleep last night, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home, take a nap, rejuvenate, get some rest, right? And that's the strategy. Resting, you have to sleep. You have to have at least 6 to 8 hours of sleep. And if there are the days when, yes, you don't get 6 to 8 hours of sleep and you get less, yes, take a nap and stop feeling guilty about it. And that's a saying that no isn't weakness, it's wisdom, right? So for me, I know my kids will be like on the weekends, because on the weekends I try to take a nap. If my kids are like, oh, I want to go here, I want to go here, there, I'm like, look, we can go, yeah, but these are the things we have to do. And yes, I need to take a nap. So we work it out, we create a schedule so that everybody's happy. The guilt. Yes, the guilt does kick in. And oh, guilt love single parents, right? That little voice that says, you're not doing enough, you miss the event, they deserve more, they deserve better, you can't give them what they need. But I remind myself that I'm giving my kids something money can't buy: peace, stability, and the love from a healed parent. I've been judged. Yeah, I've been judged. People assume that single parenthood means failure, right? She's single. She's doing it all by herself. Maybe something is wrong with her. Maybe something is wrong with you, Mr. or Mrs. Judgy. But I see being as a single parent, it's refinement. And for me, just staying single for a very long time, in addition, is just understanding who I am, whose I am, and also knowing exactly what it is that I want. So I was able to get clarity, I was able to focus on myself, and I was able to focus on my kids. So you learn to let go, to prove nothing to anyone. You live for peace and not for perfection, because really, perfection is an illusion. And resilience for me looks like showing up even when it's hard. So, yes, on the days when it's hard, I say I can do hard things. That's my affirmation. I can do hard things, but with a softer energy. I used to fight every single battle, right? Now I choose peace over my pride. And that's growth. Listen, if this episode resonates with you, or if you know a single parent, whether it's a single mom or a single dad that needs some encouragement and upliftment, please share this episode with them. And don't forget to subscribe, whether you're on YouTube, Apple, or Spotify. See you next time.